In a major internal restructuring, Meta is cutting approximately 600 positions across its artificial intelligence division, a move signaling a recalibration of its AI ambitions and resources. What's happening? The cuts come within Meta's Superintelligence Labs umbrella, affecting legacy research groups such as Facebook Artificial Intelligence Research, FAIR, product-focused AI teams, and AI infrastructure units. A newer unit, called the TBD Lab, designed for cutting-edge large language models and next-gen AI, will not be impacted by these layoffs. In a memo to employees, Chief AI Officer Alexandr Wang, who joined earlier this year, framed the move as a means to enable fewer conversations, more scope and impact for remaining team members. Meta is encouraging those impacted to apply for other internal roles, signaling that many may be reassigned rather than fully severed. Why Meta says it's doing this? Meta's stated rationale centers on wanting to build smaller, more agile, and talent-dense teams, especially under its AI push. Wang's memo highlights decision-making speed and individual impact as goals. Additionally, outside commentary points to cost pressures and overlapping team functions, especially following large hiring waves, as contributing factors. Meta has invested heavily into AI. For example, it invested billions into infrastructure and talent to compete in the large language model, LLM, and superintelligence race. Despite these investments, Meta has faced challenges. For instance, the reception to its Llama 4 model was tepid, prompting questions about whether the large-scale efforts are translating into market-leading results. CEO Mark Zuckerberg has publicly emphasized the idea that you actually kind of want the smallest group of people who can fit the whole thing in their head, reflecting the company's pivot away from sheer headcount toward concentrated talent. Implications and risks. For employees, while the number, approximately 600, is relatively small in context of Meta's overall workforce, the move may cause morale issues, especially among research teams that feel deprioritized. For Meta's AI ambitions, the restructuring suggests Meta is shifting from broad research plus infrastructure build to focused, higher-stakes bets. The fate of FAIR and other legacy units may now hinge on how well they integrate into the elite segments, like TBD Lab. For the AI industry at large, this signals that even companies heavily committed to AI are rethinking how many people, what structure, and what investment makes sense. Hiring sprees may be followed by reorganizations. Operationally, smaller, more agile teams may accelerate decision-making, but risk losing breadth, diversity of research, or long-term exploratory work. Financially, while layoffs may save costs, for a company with expenses in the hundreds of billions, the savings may be modest. The more significant impact may be aligning investments with expected returns. Meta's upcoming Q3 earnings, scheduled for late October, may provide further color on how these changes tie into its financials and AI strategy. Which roles are rehired or reshuffled internally, whether many of the laid off are absorbed into new roles, or whether the cuts are mostly final, how TBD Lab performs, and whether its output helps validate Meta's new structure, whether competitors follow suit and reorganize their AI labs similarly, leaner, talent-dense, less sprawling. What happens to the legacy research functions that are being trimmed? Will they be shuttered, repurposed, merged? Meta's decision to cut around 600 roles in its AI teams underscores that big tech's early-era hiring blitzes are giving way to sharper strategic alignment, cost discipline, and structural streamlining. While the company remains deeply committed to AI, and especially the race toward superintelligence, it signals that size alone is no longer the metric of success. Efficiency, talent concentration, and speed appear to be the new priorities. Whether this move leads to meaningful acceleration of Meta's AI performance remains to be seen, but for now, it's a clear statement. Big bet, leaner team, higher stakes. Meta's latest AI layoffs show that even tech giants are rethinking how big their AI teams should be. Fewer people, but bigger ambitions. What do you think? Is Meta streamlining for success or cutting too deep? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you found this update helpful, make sure to hit like, tap subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you never miss the latest tech news from TechTide.